If you guys want coins for FC24, make sure you check out MMOEXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're very fast, they're very cheap, they're very reliable, and if you use my code Rema, you can get yourself a lovely 5% discount. So, what's up guys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video guys, we do have a custom tactic and player instructions set for the 4-2-2 formation. Just before we get into today's video guys, I would very much appreciate it if you could drop a thumbs up, as it does really help me out. Also sub to the channel if you are new, and yeah, with all that aside guys, let's get started. I hope you enjoy the video. Alright then guys, so starting off with the tactics, as always guys, you know the drill by now. Defensive style, we have it on balanced, as it does give us the best control over our defense. When we want to press, we can. When we want to drop off, we can also do that. So balanced is the best way to go in my opinion. The defensive width guys, I would suggest anywhere between 40 and 50, as it keeps your defense in a nice narrow and compact shape to block out all those attacks through the middle, but at the same time you still have good coverage of the wider areas to cover the wing in case an opponent goes for an attack out wide, which, let's be real, everybody does in this game. So pick a width that you want to use, but I would suggest something between like 40 and 50. For the depth guys, you can use whatever you want. If you want to use 71 depth for that automatic press, you can, or if you want to go lower, you can. I use something like 65 because I like to have a higher defensive line, but I just don't want to have that automatic press at all times. I like to defend as manually as possible, which is why I use this. Now for the build-up play guys, whatever style you play, I would suggest balanced, as it works the best for pretty much everything in this game. These individual ones like fast build-up, slow build-up and long ball are really bad in my opinion. They don't work to what they say they should do. So balanced is just the best way to go in my opinion, which is what I would suggest. For the chance creation guys, direct passing is very important, as it's the only way to consistently score in this game. It's that push forward, track back type meta, and this works out very well for you guys. So direct passing is very important and I would highly recommend it. For the attacking width guys, you can use what you want. You can use a really narrow width if you want, or a higher width. It's all about what you want out of the formation. I use something in like between the middle, so you know, I want it to be like narrow but not too narrow, so something like 47 works quite well. But yeah, just use what you want essentially. For the players in the box guys, you can pop this on 6. This is so you get like a few players into that penalty area, but you don't overcommit everybody to the point where you're always going to get counter-attacked if you lose the ball. And then for the corners and the free kicks, we just bang these both on 2, but again, do what you want with these. For the strikers on the player instructions guys, we have them on stay central and get in behind. Pretty standard. We want them to be in the middle. We want them to, you know, be relied upon, so we want to keep them in the middle as much as possible. We also have them on getting behind, so we can force those runs out the players. They can be pretty static on mixed attack, which is why I do suggest getting behind. That being said, if you want to alter something because you prefer something else, that is also fine. For the wide cams guys, I just pop them on get into the box for cross, but you guys might want to pop them on come back on defense to make it defend in a 4-4-2. If you're a bit more comfortable in your defensive ability and you maybe have like some defensively capable players like Rolfo, you can pop them on basic defensive support, which will keep these players a bit higher up the pitch when we don't have the ball, making it a bit easier to attack when you do eventually win it back. But again, it's all down to preference, all down to your ability. And then get into the box across, so obviously they don't hesitate in getting into that penalty area. For the 2 CDMs guys, the left one, my more defensive minded one, stay back, cut passing lanes and cover centre. Stay back because we want at least one midfielder back at all times to meet, like to bring that balance into the midfield. So whichever one is your more defensive minded player, stay back. Cut passing lanes is great if you've got somebody like Shuameni with that intercept plus play style, as they're always going to be intercepting those passes at a wider reach. And then cover centre, so that they will primarily cover that central area when defending. For the right CDM guys, the more box to box style of the two, we leave them on the default settings and then pop them on cover centre. This is just so that they're not restricted, they can attack and defend and pretty much do whatever they want. And then cover centre so that they will cover the middle. For the fullbacks guys, whichever one is your most attacking one, balanced overlap adds that extra width, stretches out the opponent's defense and gives you that wider option when you're going forward. Very useful, very underrated, and very good if you've got somebody like Cafu with that whipped pass plus play style. For the other fullback guys, the more defensive minded one, pop them on stay back and overlap, so you always have at least 3 defenders back at a time, and when you send them on the run forward, they'll make that overlapping run to add that extra width. For the 2 centre backs, we leave them alone of course, and then the keeper again, we also leave them alone. But yeah guys, they're my tactics and instructions for the 4-2-2. If you guys have enjoyed or found it useful, please be sure to drop it a like, sub to the channel if you are new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And with all that aside guys, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out guys, take care.